Technological determinism argues that the coming of new technology automatically initiates social adaptation and change. Contrary to human agency theories in technology development, determinism presents autonomous control by technology is shaping social and cultural development. Silicon Valley, which we are only miles from here at Santa Clara, demonstrates this through its exhibition of the way technological innovations such as computing, smartphones, and AI have had a significant influence on human thinking, behavior, and social engagement. To understand technological determinism through a neuroscientific lens, we can look to cognitive neuroscience, or the writings of Michael Gazzaniga. Gazzaniga examinations of split brain patients reveals hints about how the brain constructs narratives in an attempt to explain behaviors that were prompted by unconscious neuroprocesses. His work demonstrates that the brain tends to construct rational explanations post facto for behavior, and this demonstrates how much occurs beneath conscious awareness. This is closely in line with technological determinism, which also argues that societies tend to justify technological effects once they're already part of cultural habits. Silicon Valley's hypergrowth is a prime example of this neurological event on a large scale. Advances in technology, such as Apple's invention of the iPhone or the invention of instant computing and the internet, caused wholesale cognitive adjustments before societies realized their full impact. Technologies initially designed for specific purposes quickly altered human behavior and cognitive expectations, such as instant connectivity and instant access to knowledge, without people having conscious foresight of the broader neurological and societal impacts. Gazzaniga's findings also suggest that human beings possess a rationalizing module in the left hemisphere, which is constantly rationalizing behavior and integrating it into coherent stories. Technological determinism would similarly suggest that societies rationalize the influence of technological progress, integrating them into prior forms of social architecture. For instance, the quick adoption of social media websites illustrates how societal norms of privacy, communication, and relationships between people fundamentally shifted after the technology had been existed, typically without original intentional design or conscious planning. The neuroscientific implications of technological determinism involved comprehension of human agency and moral responsibility in technological contexts. While Gazzaniga's research calls into question traditional understandings of conscious choice, technological determinism raises serious questions about society's responsibility in regards to technology. Silicon Valley companies like Google and Facebook have radically changed communication patterns worldwide, moral standards, and politics. This raises serious neuroscientific questions about how repeated interactions with technology reshapes our cognitive processes such as attention, memory, and decision-making. Technological determinism also has direct relevance for neuroethical controversies, and not least concerning the ways in which tech companies shape cognitive habit and social practice through algorithmic design. Neuroscience has established that long-term engagement with technology leads to serious changes, including brain plasticity and the cognitive patterns of processing. The incessant alerting and reward mechanisms that are employed by many social media companies boost our dopamine levels. These neurological concepts condition the user's behaviors beneath the level of subjective experience. Evaluating technological determinism critically from a neuroscientific lens also implies examining its shortcomings. Critics of technological determinism hold that this approach reduces the dynamic interaction among technology and society. According to this view, while technologically driven innovations influence cognitive mechanisms, humans actually control the manner of adoption of these technologies. This entanglement of technological determinism with cognitive neuroscience thus untangles a complicated dynamic in which both technological pressures and cognitive human intent are interweaved. In general, technological determinism presents a compelling account of the manner in which technological advancement, particularly that present in Silicon Valley, has revolutionized human cognition. Building on neuroscientific knowledge, Gazzaniga's writings in this case, helps us to understand how unconscious cognitive processes run parallel to society's adoption of technology. Such recognition of the interaction between neuroscience and technological determinism is necessary in critical assessment of technology's presence in our society.